Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether it's your first time, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. I know there are a lot of choices out there. I'm your host, Mom in her basement, doing a little bit of glam, doing a little bit of gab, and sometimes I do giveaways. And I haven't been around a while. I've been very, very busy packing, cleaning, doing a bunch of stuff. It's spring, right? It's the time to renew. So I we gotta do a giveaway when I finally get a chance to come back and update everyone that's been tracking on the channel and introduce myself to folks that are new. Why not do all of that with the giveaway? It feels like a win-win. Giveaways always feel like a win-win. So I'll get into that in a minute. I want to go ahead and get ready. That's what I do. I usually sit down at my glam station, things fall, and I get ready for work. So what do I want to talk about today? What do I want to use today? I want to do a full face of Guerlain, and I want to talk about Guerlain because for those of you who are tracking the channel, last weekend, May 3rd, was the Springle here in town. That stands for my moniker, Spring Mingle. So the Shoppers Drug Marts here in Canada had their spring beauty session that they called the Spring Mingle. They were offering makeovers for skincare, for makeup. Brands showed up at many of their stores with gifts with purchase or just available to talk to folks, about anything you wanted to ask about makeup or their brand. And this is not my first Springle. I have been going around to these things for years. I've kind of figured out, I've got some best practices for the whole thing, including buying raffle tickets in the month or the month and a half leading up to these things. You can go and you can buy raffle tickets, and usually you get a goodie bag with your raffle tickets and nice samples. Some shops better than others because they don't all have the same brands. And then you're in the running for these epic giveaway gift baskets. And I've unboxed a few. I managed to win a few over, I think I won them over the fall. And did I win one in the winter? I've won some. There are videos out there of me unboxing these things. They are quite nice. And guess what? I'm happy to say that I have won one. I don't know what it looks like yet. And I have to go pick it up this weekend. And I'm really hoping that it's not one of these deals where it's going to be one of the, I hope that they've set aside a really nice one, because sometimes if you're the first one there, you get to choose because they choose multiple winners. It's a great cause. All the proceeds go to support women's health here in Canada, charities that support women's health here in Canada. So it's just that this one is so far away. I don't know, for those, again, who are tracking my channel, I did a video one day and I was like, I'm driving around. I'm going like 30 miles around town, outside of my, my radius, to as many shoppers as I can, buy some last minute tickets, get some cool goodie bags, and, keep my fingers crossed. And this is probably the furthest that I drove, this shop that I won. But it was a full boutique. They're not all full boutiques in the sense that, they don't all have the same brands, and some really have more than others. There's even, nobody has Charlotte Tilbury, but you can find Too Faced, you can find Chanel, you can find NARS, you can find Guerlain, Shiseido, Clinique, Smashbox, Kylie. There are some that offer quite a bit. And the one that I went to on the actual Springle day is my favorite one in terms of Guerlain. It's their flagship store. Leading up to the Beauty Mingle, I had asked the manager if she was going to do special goodie bags with just Guerlain or just Shiseido or just Clarins like they've done in the past. Your ticket costs a little bit more to get those higher end bags, but it's well worth it. And so I just thought my manager ghosted me, and she thought I ghosted her. She thought she sent me a text. I never got it anyway. She went in the back and she prepared 4 for me, which I purchased. So those were pretty expensive raffle tickets, not gonna lie. They were $30 each, but the goodie bags themselves were ridiculous in value when you break down the price per milliliter that I got with these samples. So let's get started. Let's just start using some of this stuff. By the way, there's a Guerlain giveaway in the future. This won't be a Guerlain giveaway video. This is going to be a flower nose. So keep hanging in there with me. What did I do? So it's just all about Guerlain today. All about Guerlain in terms of skincare and hair care. I had some wear and tear on my hair over the weekend. So when I got my goodie bags and I got samples, this is from the Belle Royale line. This is a fortifying shampoo. There are 4 different kinds of honey in here, and it is so evident when you put this, like I open this up, I'm like, oh, it's gonna smell so luxe, the Belle Royale stuff. So it smelled like honey. And then afterwards I was like, I gotta take a deeper dive into these ingredients. 4 different kinds of honey. And then I did this Belle Royale double radiance and repair mask. I don't usually treat my hair to a hair mask, but this was nice as well. The goodness of the black bee honey is in here and a lot of other great stuff. Over like 70%, I think it was in the hair. Was it 78%? Significant percentage of ingredients in both of these are all like natural. So what you do here is you see, you just kind of like cut and fold. You have a little semicircle that you cut and you fold and you squeeze. One side is kind of like an oily, and the other side is a conditioner. After, when your hair is damp, like you wash your hair first and then you get it damp and then you run the mask through it from like roots, you know, roots to ends. Oh, by the way, I'm getting my roots tipped up this weekend. I did get my nails done, although it was such a, one of the worst colors I think I've ever picked. I put a little bit of chrome on them to make them shine. But anyway, I can't wait to get my hair touched up this weekend. But in the meantime, I'll just settle with the Belle Royale mask. And yeah, you leave it on for 10 minutes, rinse it thoroughly, and then, you know, I just styled as usual. I feel like it did give me some radiance. And what both of these products are really, you know, when I read into them, one of their big selling points is scalp help. Your scalp help, health. I can't get it out. But, you know, they're really meant to, like, you know, massage the, you know, the ingredients, the contents, the formula into your scalp, into your hair, you know, really follow the directions, let it set, let it do its goodness, and then rinse it out. So I was really happy that I had the patience and I got up early on a Monday morning and I did this. In terms of pricing, this is about worth $4, a $4 sample. If you buy this in the full, it's 290 milliliters for $85. So this is about a $4 sample. I think this is a 10 milliliter. And then this one over here, this one's a little bit more pricey. The Radiance and Repair Hair Mask, you get 200 milliliters. It's $105. This is and these are US dollars. I'm not talking Canadian dollars today. This is about an $8 sample. So 12 bucks right here. I got several of these. So when I put together the Guerlain package, I'm going to put those in there. All right, you guys have seen this before. Now we're going into Orchid Imperiale. If you don't know anything about Guerlain, it's a really nice brand out of France. It's Guerlain Paris. They have several different collections of on skincare. They also have makeup. Their Orchid Imperiale line is one of their like primo lines. The Belle Royale line here that they made their hair products in is a new line that they recently released. It's great. It's great. All of the goodness of the bees, all the bees are in that line. But the Orchid Imperiale, I have to say, is my favorite. I've been slowly trying to collect full-size products when this place, Shoppers Mart, has their bonus redemptions, which I was highly disappointed. It was not bonus redemption on this last like Beauty Mingle. And I said that out in town. I'm like, why can't it be bonus redemption? Because I literally only bought one thing. Let's skip to it. Now let's get some skincare down. Let's use the Essence and lotion. This is like an Essence lotion. You know, Essence is that molecule that drinks up stuff when you put it on top. Charlotte Tilbury has it in her Glow Toner, and Shiseido has it in a lot of their products. It's a great ingredient. As you can see, it is very lotion-esque. This one right here, I want to say is like an $8 no, it's actually it's a $22 sample. So it sells for 140 milliliters for $210. I got a 15 milliliter sample, and that 15 milliliter sample is worth $22. So like I just figure out the price per milliliter. So what was this? This was $210. So then I divide the total number of the milliliters from a full size, which is 140, into the price, and then it comes out with a price per milliliter. So the whole thing, the whole sample here was worth $22. That's what we just, you know, it's crazy. That will also go that will also go in the giveaway. If we thought, but these numbers are just going to keep blowing you away because I found a product I didn't know. Whoa, almost dropped it. I don't want to do that. That Guerlain made. I got a face oil. I'm not usually into face oils. I do have the Belle Royale Youth Water Oil, which I really like. Again, it's face oil. The thing about, so you can do two things with this oil. You could prep your skin for doing like a sheet mask with a face oil. You could put it on and then do your sheet mask, and it will really enhance, you know, the effects of doing that sleep mask. Or you could use it in your daily or your PM routines by just putting it on before you put your serum on, because it's meant to help absorb stuff into your skin. So this is the Guerlain from the Orchid Imperial line. This is their oil. It full size is 30 milliliters and it costs $364. So this sample, the price per milliliter in that full size is $12. So this sample right here is worth $60. Now I don't use a lot of oil, but this I will tell you, I used it yesterday. I just got out the tiniest bit. One of the reasons, and it smells so luxe. I can't pronounce that enough, that the Orchid Imperial stuff and the Belle Royale stuff for that matter, they just smell so very nice, and you feel like you're putting something super bougie, super luxe on your skin. Like it's undeniable. But I don't want to forget my ears. I can get my ears and a little bit of my neck. I'm just using a tiny bit of that because you don't need a lot. I don't tend to like to put a lot of oil on my face. I don't use, like I say, I'll use that youth water oil, but every once in a while, not every day. But yeah, and you know, these oils are great too. If you need, like if you've got like a super thick like base for foundation or something like that, and you want to thin it out a little bit. There we are. Oh, and I washed my face this morning with another product I have never tried before, didn't know anything about it. This is their oil and water, and it's a makeup remover. It's so exciting. Oil and gel, it's called. It's 150 milliliters full size. It sells for $125. This is about an $8 sample. So, and it turns milky. So it's kind of like this gel when you put it on, and then when it hits the water, it's one of those that turns like white and milky. And it's really nice, takes off the makeup. And it has one of my favorite oils in it. If you're tracking my channel, you know I go crazy. I go cocoa for jojoba oil. So it's got some jojoba oil in there, which is definitely one of my favorites because of the healing properties in the jojoba oil. So I was really excited to get this. And the next time Shoppers does bonus redemption, I might seriously consider pulling the trigger on a full size. But I don't know. I have a lot of face washes, makeup removers, balms, all that stuff. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I need to get some clarity because I have to figure out if there's going to be any issues shipping all of my liquids. I hope not. All right, let's keep going with this because I do want to share the giveaway. I want to do a little bit of makeup, and then I got to get out the door. But I haven't been here for some time, and I just really wanted to pop on. I really, really wanted to pop on and say hi, and I'm here. I'm just swamped. I'm a mom on the go more than usual. All right, let's get into the serum. This is the Triple Lift Serum. I do have this in the full size here. It is, I'm getting there. I do try to ration this because this is ridiculous. This Triple Lift Serum, 30 milliliters, this is the 30 milliliter full size, costs $560, but I bought it with bonus redemption points. And so I didn't, it's probably the most expensive thing in my collection, 100%, but it's a great serum. I love it. It's a fantastic serum. It's just going to blow you away. It's $18 per milliliter when you divide that total price of $560 into the 30 milliliter full size, you know, quantity. So what I got was I got 3 of these 5 milliliter samples of the Triple Lift Serum. The sample's worth $90. I'm not going to use this sample because these are great for travel. When I say I love this serum, I do, I truly do. But I am going to part with one. I'm going to put it in the giveaway, and we'll use a little bit of my triple serum from the pump. There we go. Just a little bit will do you when you're talking about, you know, double-digit prices per milliliter on this stuff. So like if you, I like to point it out because I feel like a lot of times people do these videos and they don't, and they're like, you know, I wouldn't have known, honestly, unless somebody broke down the price for me watching the videos in my feed. You know, I'm a fan of Guerlain. Somebody does a full face of Guerlain skincare. You know, the person would probably say, oh, this is a really high-end brand. But how high-end are we talking? We're talking that 5 milliliters prices out to $90. That is just, it doesn't get more bougie than that. It really doesn't. Actually, their under eye cream and their face cream, which are what are coming, are also pretty high up there on the scale. Let's let that sit though for a moment. Let's let my serum sit and let's do, I know, I break all the rules. We're skipping to the lips because I want to talk about, besides buying my 4 goodie bags, I bought a Juicy Tubes from Lancôme. I had heard when I was reading all of the news about the Ulta Beauty event that happened a couple weekends ago in San Antonio. When I originally talked about that thing, I think I said it was in Houston, but I tried to correct myself in the video description. I made an editor's note. I have no idea if anybody cares or saw it, but anyway, San Antonio paid $150. You got a $1,000 swag bag, tons of other stuff. All the brands were there representing, and Lancôme was there celebrating 20 years of this product, Juicy Tubes. I have a tiny one of them, and I got it in a gift with purchase, and I love it. This is in the shade Tickled Pink. I love this thing. It's ooey gooey sticky. I don't like that about it, but it gives a great shine, and it really feels hydrating. So Lancôme there was a Lancôme rep at the Springle, and I talked to that person forever. I just really liked her. She was so knowledgeable. And anyway, I decided, she brought 2 new flavors, if you will, so I bought Marshmallow Electro. And come to find out, I read into this. There are so many ways that you could put this on. You could just use, you know, a lip liner and the tube and just be good to go. Or you could still do your lip liner. You could put on your favorite lipstick. On the website, they recommend going, like, if you want to do like a nude, you could do it like 1 or 2 shades deeper than your normal color. And then you put this over it. It's supposed to give you like 4 hours of hydration. And let me tell you, I've been wearing it since I got it over the past couple of days. I will say yes, that is definitely true. And I'm not saying this is a night mask because it's not supposed to be a night lip mask. They don't market it for that. Excuse me. But I put it on at night and I wake up in the morning and I still feel the moisture on my lips. So, I mean, just saying. All right. Excuse me. All right. So, can I say it again? All right. So let's do, you know, what's behind door number 2. Let's do the lip liner. Like, you could go in with the lip liner and then the gloss, and like you would have a really nice look. But I'm going to go ahead and use a Lancôme lipstick. Got this in the latest like Blockbuster that I bought. Blockbuster huge bundle that I bought after the holidays. It's in the shade 210, Unspoken Feelings. And let's just put the Juicy Tube over it. I like the color. I really do. It's like a pinky nude, if you ask me. And so was my lip liner. My lip liner was a pinky nude. So you just press and swipe, really. Gives you a really nice shine. Really nice shine. And the thing is it is really moisturizing. All right, let's start getting some more creams on. Then I'm going to use some L'Oreal Glotion, I think, do some color correcting powder, and get out the door. After we get the Guerlain skincare on, before we start getting into any more glam, I'm going to announce that giveaway. All right, so let's quickly do the under eye cream. This is in full size. It's 20 milliliters again. We're with Orchid Imperial here. It is $360 for that 20 milliliter jar of under eye cream, and that breaks down to $18 per milliliter. So this right here is a $50 sample. I'm not going to get into it. These are so good for travel. I'm going to use my little 7 milliliter, which I got 2 of these 7 milliliters in my goodie bags. Like, it's unbelievable. All together, between the 3 milliliters and the 2 7 milliliter samples I got of this under eye cream, I got a total of 29 milliliters of product. Now remember, The full size is only 20 milliliters. So in my goodie bags alone, I got more, 9 milliliters more than what I would have gotten if I would have bought a full size 20 mil at $360. So when I say my goodie bags were a score, they were a score. I mean, granted, a lot of people are like, who cares? 3 milliliters here, 7 milliliters there, 5 milliliters there. I care. I love this stuff, and you can really make it last. Like, I know they're unique. It's an exceptional bag of samples. We're not talking like, you know, a milliliter of some random anything, you know, a lame Sephora sample. We're not talking about lame Sephora samples. We're talking about a massive score. And you will see when I send it out, when that giveaway goes out, whoever gets the Guerlain stuff, you're going to get treated, my friend. You're going to get treated to like what you assuredly deserve. Just a bougie skincare session all to yourself, hopefully uninterrupted. Just close the door and be like, not now, my friends, my invaders, my loved ones. I'm going to do some bougie skincare and treat myself. All right, there we go. I got up early to do this. I did it myself. I got up early so the invader would not come down. There's no chance that the invader's going to come ask me any questions. My skin feels so great. It feels plump. It feels soft. It feels like I don't have a lot of sagging going on. It feels really fantastic. And of course, there's no pilling. We're all in Orchid Imperial collection. I would die if there was pilling. There's no way that at the price that all this stuff costs, that this collection would pill. Just wouldn't happen. All right, this is the face cream La Creme. I got tons of samples of these. I think 24 milliliters worth of this. But if you buy it in the full size, it's full size for 50 milliliters for $325 for that 50 milliliter tub. And it's this is worth a $31 sample. So it's like ridiculous. Couple hundreds right there in samples that I put on my face. Let's go ahead and go in with the La Creme. I have one here. I don't have the full size. I want to say this is a 15 milliliter that I got in a discovery set. So I'm just going to use that because look, I'm getting close. And I personally, it's kind of on the thicker side, this cream, but I feel like it works really well with makeup. So soft. Makeup sits really well under all of the Orchid products. I'm not saying, you know, so call it skincare, call it makeup prep skincare. This brand will deliver for you. It just truly will. All right, I'm going to quickly, because I got this is what happened with Flower Nose. We're moving on to Flower Nose. This is what happened. Great. Love all my Guerlain. You know I do. You know I'm a crazy person about it. Totally. Look at all the boxes. Look at even these like royal boxes, all of the packaging. It's just so chicy. It's just so nice. Anyway, so I got Flower Nose mystery Eastery baskets. Each one came with 4 products. I kept 4 and I'm giving away 4. So let's take a peek, and then I'm going to do some color correcting maybe online and some Glotion, and then I might have to leave you because who needs to go on and see the finish of my look? The most important thing is to let you know, all right, 1 gift basket down. We've got 1 winner. Ding, 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 ding. I'll go pick it up this weekend. Lots of great Guerlain. I know those of you who are following my channel want to know, like, what did I get up to? As Barb W said, what shenanigans did I get up to at that spring mingle? It was all Guerlain shenanigans, like, all day long. And yeah, what's the next giveaway? Let's take a look. All right, let's take a look. I love this. I love doing giveaways. And I need to find more time to get down here at my glam station, press record, hang out with everybody, because this move that's going on is crazy. It's intense. I don't know. I'm almost at a point of like, Calgon, take me away. June 7th is the community garage sale. That's another big piece of news that I found out recently. I have signed up. I said, put me on the map. The guy writes me back. He's like, I'm new at this. This is my first garage sale. Is there anything you want to put on the map? Like, you know, anything particular you're selling? I'm like, yes, perfumes, makeup, and skincare. Put me down. I'm so hoping that my glam station just hits at this garage sale. But yeah, a lot is going on to prepare for this international move. And I'm starting to feel the crunch, my friends. All right, let's look at this flower nose. First thing here, this is a flower nose. This is a liquid highlighter. The great thing about Flower Nose, it's such a whimsical brand. They're known for their aesthetics, really pretty fairy-esque, decorative. Like, look at this thing. How cute is that? This, I mean, we can't swatch it because it's going to belong to somebody, but we can open it, right? Whoever wins this, there. I mean, you can, it's like, I don't know. It looks, kind of looks like white. Oh yeah, it's going to be like a silver. Kind of like a silvery highlighter. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. All right, so you have a liquid highlighter. Remember, there are 4, total of 8 things. Plus, I got some really cool gifts with purchase that I will show you because I hit the minimum spend to get some gifts with purchase. All right, I'll put the highlighter back in. I'm in a hurry. I'll put the highlighter back in a minute. So this is a brush. I'm not going to take it out. This is a flower nose brush. Look at it, it has little ballerina shoes. But I will show you, this is a brush that I got in a past purchase from Flower Nose. I mean, it's going to have all the decorative, you know, all the things going on. So you've got a really nice brush. This is a mirror. I'm not going to take it out, but look, I got one too. It's shaped like a heart. Here's all the, you know, all the fun going on the back. It's so beautiful. And then this is an eyeshadow palette. Now, I haven't looked at this, but I have plenty of palettes. That's one of the things I'm going to be selling in the garage sale. So I'm like, okay, this one's just going to go in the giveaway. Here it is. Again, it's just so beautiful, the packaging. Let's take a peek. Let's do a spoiler alert. There's what the inside looks like. That looks like that could be fun for the spring, right? That color right there, I would be crushing. And the gold, like some people could do some amazing looks with this. And I just like the shape of it. The whole thing, it just looks beautiful. And of course, I'll throw in some other stuff. You know, I'll throw in some samples. I still have a lot of samples from the early weeks of buying, not necessarily Guerlain, but buying raffle tickets all around town. I just have so many goodie bags that there's no way I'm going to be able to use all of this stuff. So there will definitely be some giveaways. I'm going to carefully put this back over here. I'm throwing stuff in. I'm just throwing stuff in. I just throw the extra things in and hope people like it. So this is one of the gifts with purchase I got. It's a really nice makeup bag. And I'm kind of glad to get it because I recently did a giveaway. I don't know if it was Gen L, that one. I can't remember. I repurposed the other Flowers Nose makeup bag that I had, and I was like, I know this is going to a good home, but I will miss it. I will miss it in my, you know, my collection. So I got another makeup bag. I think this is fantastic. This is going to be great for like sporting events or just like running around this summer when I'm up on vacation at the lake and I just need a little bit of money to go to the little store down the road. How cute is that? The only thing that would make this better is if it had like a little clip, right, that I could clip it onto a belt buckle, but this could go in a back pocket. It has Flower Nose written on there, like embossed, is that the word? Some cute little powder puffs, a hair clip. I have a few of these cute little these hair clips. In fact, I should probably put the hair clip in the giveaway because I already do have a few. Let's do it. Let's put the hair clip in the giveaway. And this, oh, these are makeup wipes. Oh, how cute. I will use those for travel for sure. All right, listen. I'm over the top. We're at 28 minutes. Can we do a tiny bit of color correcting together? Oh, I didn't put on the 24K primer, but I also got a sample of the 24K primer. I got some of Belle Royale samples. I got some more. I got another sample of this. This is the Belle Royale Day Cream. I got some samples of the double serum from a Belle Royale. It's ridiculous. Oh, it's all, I put it right here. All of that. That's all Guerlain. That all came from the 4 goodie bags. And then, you know, I have stuff that's already in my shower, stuff that you just saw me use. Look at all of it. I went crazy. I was like, thank you so very much, my friend, the manager. And maybe I'll win one of their gift baskets. But honestly, I was like, maybe I shouldn't win any gift baskets because how am I going to pack all this stuff out, right? All right, let's just use a little bit of this primer. The cool thing about this primer, the 24K primer, is it's very, very hydrating. I like it a lot for that purpose. Plus, it does smell very nice. This is from their 24K collection, not from the Orchid Imperial. I recently had some coupons. Gosh, it all just feels so nice. I wish I could try to explain how nice my face feels. Just like so soft, so hydrated, so smooth, so glowy. It's really, really, don't forget the ears. It just feels really nice. And I can't wait to share all of this with whoever wins a Guerlain giveaway coming on down the line. All right, let's go in. I was watching a video from someone where they were saying like, you know, instead of like swiping, which I think people still do swipe, but another alternative to swiping when you prep your color correcting would be using your color corrector and your concealer together, like mixing them on your hand or in your little, you know, on your little tray, and then going in with them. So this is my Huda Beauty faux concealer. It's in the shade Pomelo Pink. I really, really like it. Somewhere out here, I had out my Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin concealer. I really like this shade. I don't even know. It's 3.5 Fair. And I like it because it's a combination of like bright and it's like bright and dark. I don't know if that makes sense, but I feel like it brightens me up, but it definitely conceals. Man, as I take a deeper look at myself in my camera, in my mirror, I'm like, wow. I come on here, you guys, barefaced so much. Oh man, you'll have to forgive me for that. Look at all of this discoloration. This is all from having vintage skin. I tell you what, I'm going to just mix these two like I saw in the video and then go in and try to, you know, fix some of the discolorations. All this stuff, like all of this skincare, right, that we're using, like none of it, I like to say this, I like to point out, no matter the brand, there's no fountain of youth. You really need to experiment with a brand and try it for some time, you know, over time to see if all the ingredients that the brand is saying, like, you know, that they've put in there that make it so unique, so special, so skin loving, if they really do work for you. And I have been using the under eye cream from a Belle Royale, the eye cream, for well over a year. Again, I started off with samples. I used bonus points to get my 20 milliliter full size, and then that came with deluxe size samples, 7 milliliters. And then the Discovery sets from Guerlain are a great way to get more, you know, not necessarily full size, but decent enough size products that will last you long enough that you can use and determine if the stuff's really making that much of a difference. All right, I'm going to let you go because this is like getting a little bit long. I know that you guys said long videos, but I don't want to hold us up here much longer. I need to rock and roll, get through this. I'm still thinking about doing a live, my friends. I'm still thinking about doing a live, focusing on declutter, but I can't do that until I get around here myself and put together a pile for what should I sell, what should I throw away, what should I pack, and I could really use some help with all of that. So stay tuned. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you in the next video. Take care.